Welcome back to CreepCast. We are here with an exciting, dare I say, monumental story called I Dared My Best Friend to Ruin My Life. He's succeeding. Now, why does that sound familiar, Isaiah?
I think, well, my dear friend Hunter, I think it sounds familiar because you and I attempted to read this story at one point. Okay. As a matter of fact, it is a story that we attempted to read, and I alluded to that attempt in a previous episode. And you immediately lost your mind.
First off, I was going to say, I thought you were going to be cute and say, like, oh, you're ruining my life, but we didn't have to go into me crashing out.
It's only a matter of time now, and I want someone to know what happened before I die.
Is killing somebody ruining their life, or is that just murder?
I feel like that's cheating. That's way too easy.
Yeah, I feel like ruining someone's life, you have to let them live, right? So they are in the misery.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure we understand
ruin their relationship, lose their job, stuff like that.
But they have to live through that misery.
Yeah.
Right.
It has to be very Job. Like, you can't kill him, but you can just hurt him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Job.
Yeah. You know, the Bible character?
Yeah. Leviticus.
No. But
you know what what's my favorite Bible book is Steve. Is there a book of Steve? Oh, that's what it is. Steve Job. He makes a version of the iPhone in the Bible. Hello, I'm Steve Job.
Okay.
Steve Job, you're dying of cancer. Okay. Well, I better eat pears, says Steve
Job. To make sure you can still get into heaven, I'm going to keep reading before you're allowed to continue. Yeah. Looking back, I'm sure we were suffering from mild depression on top of everything else.
I like that line. You know what? Actually, thinking about back, I was actually pretty depressed. If I remember, if I could look back, I think I was in super depression, actually. Not even mild. I was in super depression.
In hindsight, the whole daring him to ruin my life thing, maybe a little overkill.
Yeah, that was me probably being depressed.
That was, dare I say, a bad idea. A little bit.
Yeah, I wish I would have just taken medication, but instead he ruined my life, so that was fine.
But instead, I'm in a church about to die. Apparently.
What's a depression medication? What am I thinking of? I almost said Aflac. So that's the duck. That's the insurance, right? I don't know. Why did I think Aflac? Is there a medication that's almost like Aflac? Ambien.
Ambien. I don't think that's exactly like Aflac.
Well, it starts with an A. I don't know why my mind was me like Aflac. My mind, and I was like, of course, the thing that cures my depression is the talking duck.
Is the duck?
Yeah,
is the duck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. No, that's cool. I think that's what you should call it now.
Yeah.
Aflac, a depression medication.
Whatever structure we build has to have those consequences built in and minimum effort that forces us to improve constantly.
David was and is a very intellectual person.
Yeah.
I can tell. Just the idea, because I know where this story's going based on the title and like the opener. Just being like, high school was great at motivating us. So what if I kill you? What if I try to kill you?
If you're this lost, dude, get addicted to fentanyl. That's your that is your one and all solution. If you need structure, get a fentanyl addiction. That'll get you that. You can find structure that way, buddy.
It's just so absurdly like inhuman.
Well, like also, the amount of time he said minimum effort made me want to. I wanted to jump off a bridge. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, see, that would maybe motivate you, Hunter, to do more stuff. So
also, very bummed this didn't lead to gay sex. If I'm being completely honest so far.
Okay, we could just read smut if that's what you want. We could.
100%, and I don't want to derail the story. We got to keep moving, but I want to say that I would love to read a smut book, like from Smut Talk.
I did not mean to encourage.
I think that it would be very funny, and I think it would be the scariest thing we would have read so far on this channel.
It will, but I can't imagine me sitting here for 2 hours just reading about like
pucking around.
No,
is what we should read.
No, I watched your video where you talked about it, and I'm not doing that. I still
it dwarfs Infinite
I have
Jest.
a reputation in my church. I feel like me standing there. I feel like I can't do both.
You can't read a book from Steve Job
stories.
and be instead read Pugging Around.
I know. I think so. I
like to think Steve Job would read Pugging Around.
Okay, all right. This is all right. Before this gets blasphemous, the thing, Dave, he's an intellectual person. He smiled with a newfound enthusiasm, and I smiled back.
This has to lead to gay sex. I mean, does it not? I mean, am I high? Am I high? I feel like if this doesn't. Go ahead. I'm having fun.
So this would be the more normal response, like just. Like
if
setting
you had a
someone being like, why don't you ruin my life? Why don't you come over here and mess this all up?
What I'm saying is, would you consider ruining someone's life if you had a prolapsed asshole, like some red cabbage?
Okay, all right.
That would be ruining.
Oh my god! What did you say? What?
What red cabbage?
What are you doing? What is that?
Oh, come on, man!
Awful.
Little monkey brain popping out between your cheeks. Come on, man. Come on. We're all adults here. I'm just saying that I've seen many a prolapsed asshole, and I feel like that would ruin my life. have a little jellyfish pop out and kiss my Hanes underwear. I don't know if that would consider that ruining my life, but that would be a good start.
Oh gosh, that hurts. What did you? Okay, as soon as you said that, I threw the headphones off. Haven't heard anything you've said since.
I didn't.
I don't want to hear whatever you've said since.
All right,
just. Oh gosh, dude, that
would be a great way to start to ruin someone's life. You have to sit on a ring, like one of those little cushions.
Stop talking, please. I'm begging you. Okay. You literally like unlocked a repressed memory for me when you said that.
What?
None of
what
that
do you
happening
mean?
to me. Of something I read one time. Oh my gosh.
Sure, buddy. All right. I thought it was just a good way to reiterate start to ruin someone's life.
Can we go back to the story now? The account was open for anyone to view and had a lot of porn posts, status updates full of swearing, and praises to Hitler.
Here's my cock. These fucking brownies are awesome. Mein Fuhrer. Hey, that's not me.
Wait a minute.
Hold on
now,
a
what's
second.
all of this then? My car was just a crappy Honda Civic, and I didn't ever keep anything expensive in there. But they snatched my stereo, which was shitty anyway, and all the spare change in the car. Desperate much?
Oh, dude, if you're gonna break into a car and you don't take someone's change, that's fucked up. I remember in school when I was lived in Kansas City during college, my car got broken into all the time. I mean, to the point where I just left the car unlocked, just to be like, dude, just use it. Don't fuck with my windows anymore. And you want to know what the most fucked up thing was?
What?
They would take your change and stuff every time. They would take everything, wires, broken iPhone cords. They would take trash like cups, take all that. The only thing that ever left in my fucking car, dude, I'm not even joking, was they would leave my 3 Creed CDs every time. They never took my Creed CDs. They would take death metal, they would take country, all this other stuff. They would never take my Creed CDs. And I was fucking pissed. I was like, my own prison, human clay, all this stuff. I was like, you guys are fucked. And
you get back here and steal these CDs
well, it was
right
like
now.
You're making a statement. You're making a statement being like, fucking dumbass.
That's
I'm
so
not taking
funny
these.
that the car thief doesn't want to even steal the Creed.
Yeah.
Clark didn't have automatic locks. He had to use the key manually. I agreed with his logic, and we ran past the car as if it were just another vehicle. I looked back, and David was gaining on us.
Something I can just imagine this like dweeby dude, just like dead sprinting.
like
the fucking
little,
like the cop in Terminator 2.
Protector. Yes, yeah. He's got like a pocket protector. He's dressed like the angry video game nerd, but he's like unblinking, sprinting at like perfect speed. He was gaining on it. Why don't you there's two of you. Turn around and be like, I'm going to break your legs.
Yeah,
like,
seriously,
why are you afraid of him?
Fuck you, David. Yeah.
Is David like 8 foot tall and a bodybuilder? Like,
No,
what is...
David's like young Sheldon, and they're just too afraid to even touch him. They're like, if we touch him, we'll get it.
It'd be really funny if it was like, if like he had mind powers, like they're like Clark's like, what are you going to do? And Clark just explodes.
What the fuck are you going to do, asshole? Ah!
Oh yeah,
don't look him in the eyes.
He just like
he turns to stone,
launched into the stratosphere. Yeah.
David, no!
Keep up, Xander, and he like disappears in the air.
Yeah,
they're treating him like he's like a god level threat. That he's like a impossible being, and it's just a nerd. My heart was pounding as I untangled myself. That's when David grabbed the back of my neck and pushed me down, my face against the edge of the table.
I'm telling you, it's gay sex. This has to. That is the end of part 2. Part 2 is ending in gay sex, 100%.
Dude, that would make this a way scarier story.
Oh my god, 100%.
Could you imagine?
He just says, red cabbage, red cabbage.
Oh, okay. All right. That's the end of part 2.
End of part 2. And, yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll give it this. I'm slowly being kind of bought in. I hope we keep
bought in, not for a legitimate reason.
No. It's getting absurd and silly, and I'm having more fun. The part 1, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like stepping in like deep mud. But now it feels like we're having fun.
If you imagine him as like a super powerful dimensional being,
yes, I imagine he wasn't even running; he was like flying.
He was floating.
He looked like Goku flying. Yeah, I think that feels way better.
I'm imagining like angry video game nerd outfit, but he has like Martian Manhunter powers. Like,
yeah, he has the Nintendo orange gun.
Yeah. He reached his left hand into his pants pocket and pulled out a smartphone. He tapped on it a few times before holding it up to his ear.
It's me,
he said when the other line picked up.
Put her on.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh! He has a mob that's kidnapped his girlfriend.
He has hired the Italian mob to kidnap Xander's girlfriend.
This is awesome.
Also, I just want to know this is going into the exact Harvey Dent and Rachel Joker arc in The Dark Knight. All right?
Yes, yeah.
She's in a warehouse. She's in a warehouse, and she's gonna blow up very soon.
And he's like, Clark can help you too. So Clark's in one building about to blow up, and Katie's in the other.
Exactly.
And he's like, TikTok, Xander.
Rachel!
It's time to decide. It's like in my head.
She's
it's
at
like,
24-5. And yeah.
You remember that scene where in the first Spider-Man movie when the Green Goblin's holding Mary J. and the cart full of kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Choose,
suffer
Spider-Man.
the little children. Bro, if you imagine David in the Green Goblin costume.
Yeah, he's in the full Green Goblin outfit. You have to be motivated.
Oh gosh. Then he held the phone to my ear. Someone was crying.
Say hello.
Okay, great.
Hello?
Katie. He kidnapped Katie.
You motherfucker! Easy on the language, Xander.
David smiled, talking as if he asked me to eat my vegetables.
Oh, God.
This is, dude, no, you're not in it like I am. You need to come over here. Get on this side of the fence.
I'm getting on the other side. I need the build up here.
Katie! You need to get on my side of the fence.
Katie, where are you? If it was anyone else, I'd nope the fuck out. Then let's get started.
He's become the Alfred to his Batman.
Yes, legitimately. I was going to say Alfred or Robin. He's just like, well,
or Robin.
I didn't know that I could be a vigilante, but since you're Batman, I guess I'm going to be
Master
your
Wayne.
sidekick. Yeah, Master Wayne. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Some people need, what was the line they kept saying? Motivation, the minimum required effort.
Some people just need minimal effort to be motivated.
Some people need minimum required effort, man.
The size of a tangerine for minimal effort.
Xander's doing all of this in full Dark Knight cosplay. Like
he's
like
78-year-old Michael Caine sitting on his back. So I thought that you were trying to ruin my wife. I'll have Katie, and I plan on blowing her up if you don't try to ruin me wife. My God, Xander, you look so much more different. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Okay.
You can only quote the Dark Knight.
The Michael Caine bit has got to end.
He knew it had to be somewhere people didn't touch for months at a time and wouldn't be damaged or moved by sprinklers, storms, etc. I don't know where he hid them, but he assured me they were safe. After they were hidden, we drove to the police station to file our report. Wait, he wrote his bank account information on pieces of paper and spread them around town?
Yeah, like Horcruxes.
Why? Why not just keep them?
Also, why wouldn't he just tell him where they're at?
I know the idea is like, oh, he broke into our house once, he can do it again. Keep them in your pocket or like put them under the floorboard. Like I'm operating under the assumption, but they're not operating under the assumption that David's like a god and like he can phase through walls and stuff. Okay. Now it's just an Easter egg hunt for him.
Last night, someone called in a report and said that you had been to their home and sprayed thief on their house and then attacked him when he came out to stop you.
Just the idea of a cop, like you go to a police station and you're like, this guy stole my identity. They haven't mentioned the kidnapped girlfriend, which is insane. He stole my identity. He has stolen all of my money. He broke into our house. And then it's like, the cop's like, weird. It looks like last night, that same guy that they're saying did all this said these two were at his house. We better arrest them. It
doesn't make it. Why would you also not? Why would you not also? Why would you also not lead with, hey, he's kidnapped my girlfriend.
He's kidnapped a woman. He told me he kidnapped a woman. He holds him at gunpoint. And then the cop's still like, were you at his house last night?
Yeah. Okay. Arrested.
Okay. Trespassing's not a joke, young man. Look, you know what? If you trespassed to my house, I would kill your girlfriend too. All right. You ever think of that? Hi, everyone. I've been exploring today. New city, new layouts to learn. I'm getting good at memorizing cities.
What?
Thank you.
What? What are you talking about, man?
I couldn't be happier right now. I've enjoyed this so much. Thank you all. Just the choice of language sometimes. Like,
hi, I missed a call from this number.
Hi, this is Xander.
Yeah, who's this?
Xander, I'm Katie's mom. Your parents gave me your number.
Shit.
Well, yeah, dude, how have you not brought up the fact that she's fucking kidnapped, dude? Come on.
It's like the story is treating the kidnapping at the same you would like a speeding ticket or like a break-in. Like,
it's like, you gotta tell somebody this stuff, Xander.
Yeah, this isn't the same level as like having your credit card stolen, my word.
You fucking moron. Good God. He's like, God dang it. Okay. Hi. Can't talk now. I'm in a rush and I
hung up the phone. I didn't want to talk to her about Katie because I was about to file her missing person report. I walked over to the reception desk.
I was just talking to an officer and then he arrested my friend and walked off. I need to talk to the officer on my other case about identity fraud. What case number? I have nothing to say.
I was just talking to an officer and he arrested my friend. Anyway, I need to talk to the other officer.
I'll deal with that in a second. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh.
Then drive down yourself right now, goddammit.
I yelled. He stood slightly, his hand reaching for his belt automatic.
Calm down. Like he's reaching for his gun.
Shoot him.
He's gonna shoot the fucking kid.
Automatically, he's like, drive down yourself, and he's like, like he's gonna shoot him right there at the end.
God, calm down.
This is like a 15-year-old's understanding, or no, 12-year-old's understanding of how like police work and departments, and yeah,
everything is so detailed. I have a feeling all of our viewers have parted, and I feel bad.
No. Dude, from what I know of our viewers, they are with me. That this is a delight. We're randomly through this story where they're getting arrested and stuff, and it takes a break to tell us about the security of ATM brands and cameras. Oh my gosh, dude. Incredible. This was one of the moments where I'll remember every detail forever. Hunter, there's no way.
This is probably one of the worst stories I've read, so it's not going to be fun. It's not going to go there.
Dude, Isaac's room was a mess. There were 3 bookshelves that likely used to have tons of books, but the shelves were torn apart and books scattered across the room. His computer desk had papers scattered across it and cups knocked over. The window was darkened by a blackout curtain used for gaming. The large gaming computer under the desk hummed and the monitor showed stars moving around a screensaver. Isaac was on the bed. His face was pale and patchy with purple lines. His arms and legs were white and bruised. An extension cord trailed off the bed, the middle being wrapped around his neck several times. Some flies nested on his body, flying to another spot occasionally. Hunter. Oh my gosh, they killed him! Bro. Dude.
I have no will.
This is great. Hunter, this might be the best thing I think we've ever read on the show. Just the insanity. And this is all, I'm fully convinced this is all a identity theft PSA. And he murdered a guy in the apartment. Bro. With our current advances in computing power, that could change to be even faster. It could only be hundreds of years.
Yeah, exactly. It could be 200 years.
David and his partner had reduced their risk of being caught by limiting who had access to the information. If you send an email to me via Reddit, I'm not the only one that gets the message. It passes through several servers. Oh my gosh, this story is like crack.
I seriously hate myself. Like, I hate myself for deciding to read this. I fucking hate this.
Yeah, for the record, this was your idea. I said... I
hate myself.
I said that story looks bad. We should pass over it. You said, we'll give it another shot, and I'll be more positive this time.
I know.
And look what's happened. I love it, and you're paying the price. That's great.
Is this part 6? Or is this part?
This is 5. This is 5. I Googled the kind of cable I would need to hook the hard drive up to a computer and bought a SATA to USB cable. I was thankful that the demo computers were in an aisle out of the view of employees in the tech center. To people who don't know technology, I'm convinced I look like a hacker. Oh my gosh. To people who don't know technology. Let me give you another lesson on technology, please. It's actually phrased that way. Let me give you another lesson on technology. Oh, would you be so kind, Xander, as to do that for us, to give us another lesson? Listen up, Hunter, since I seem to be giving so many in this series. And the lampshade goes on.
David seems to have performed a complete 180 in his mood, actions, and demeanor. He has been polite and kind every time he has come in, and is very capable of being fully functional. Did I tell you that this is basically Michael Myers? David King is Michael Myers.
Doctor, but wouldn't you, as a psychologist, if a patient saw a complete 180 all at once, find that incredibly suspicious, as you're a psychologist and knows that happens a lot?
No, this is normal. I'm happy he's just cracking a smile.
Well, that's good. So he should be reintroduced into society full-fledged?
Well, I don't see why not. Yes. Please, I hope so. Did I tell you I'm also an alcoholic?
I can't stop drinking.
I drink profusely, mostly to numb the pain. so much more to go through, and I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
I hunkered down in my seat and brought up a Word document in my phone where I could take notes. Then I started Googling. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, he's going to explain Google. Oh, God, he's going to explain why you use Google. I don't want to read anymore. Can we veto this? Can we stop?
Absolutely not.
Can we veto?
No.
Well, I think we're at 3 hours. We're at 3 hours in our recording.
3 hours. We have to. We are finishing the story, Hunter. A couple days later, Terry was sitting with me in the interrogation room again, talking through what he'd learned from Discovery. Discovery is when two. Yes, we get a PSA. We learn what Discovery is in criminal cases, kids. Oh my gosh. I reached the red button and pressed it. When I turned back around to wriggle out of the loose seatbelt, I saw David King walking down the slope towards the car.
Also, I just want to say, you're saying David King, but just because you won't say the fucking, but the amount of times he has said David fucking King every time. Every time he says, I saw David fucking King walk, like, God, dude. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
In a car. The side door silently opened and in walked
David fucking King.
I stayed where I was behind a wooden crate stacked with pallets. If he came in shooting, I didn't want to be an easy target. Slow clapping.
Oh, God!
Yes! Oh, my gosh! Oh, this is so great. Slow clapping filled the echoing room. Dude, this entire story is like an alien watched Airsoft Fatty YouTube videos and then wrote like a crime novel.
Well done!
David chanted. I peered through the pallets to see the door shut behind David. He was alone.
Where is she?
Wait, can you say that like Batman? Like the Where's Rachel?
Where is she?
I said just loud enough to be heard.
Come on out here and we'll discuss my terms. Like hell I am.
David looked to his partner, and his partner used his free arm to punch Katie in the side. She cried out. Boom! She cried out. This is literally like that. If this was in an anime or like a Batman comic, it would be too cheesy, right? Like the level of.
Look how you've changed. Your hair looks good. You should always dye it darker. So stoic now. Confident. Being on the run has changed you. I guess all we had to do was increase the minimum required effort was go on the run, huh? I hate my life. I hate my fucking life. I hate my fucking life. I hate my life.
Let's go.
Then maybe we could have avoided this whole mess.
Oh, yeah.
Then again, it's all been so fun. Let's get this over with. So hostile. What's your first term? He leaves. Okay.
David shrugged. Before I could process what was happening. Bro, this story keeps getting better. This is the best thing I've ever read on the podcast. David shrugged. Before I could process what was happening, he pulled a handgun from his pocket and shot the blonde man in the head. Yes. It is beyond the realm of it. It is like Saturday morning cartoons on steroids. I couldn't have done this without you. The last 2 years have been hell, but it's finally over. We ruined who, Hunter?
David fucking King.
Let's go! Story over. We did it. Oh, man. That might have been the greatest saying to ever grace my lips on this show. Incredible.
We appreciate you guys, whoever was able to stick with this until the end, who's listening to me say this right now. I appreciate you as a listener, as an audience member. I'm going to give this the award, my award at least, which Isaiah might have his own someday, but this for me is awarded the least enjoyable reading. And
wait, Hunter.
And this is literally the first episode we've recorded in 2025, and I really hope it doesn't mark the year that's to come. Is all I have to say.
Wait, Hunter, do you still have part 8 pulled up?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I see series 2, and I'm never going to read that.
Yeah, no, click on it. Look, Hunter, there's another 7-part series. All from the perspective of Clark. What? All from the perspective of Clark. Hunter, we can't lose this.
Yeah.
Hunter, this is important. We can't let this happen.
Whoa,
Hunter.
Thank you guys for listening on Spotify
Hunter.
And ranking us on Spotify, giving us a 5-star rating.
Opens by saying,
thank you guys for also listening on Apple Podcast as well. We appreciate you.
I dared my best friend to end my life, part 1.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. I'm sorry.
Reddit.
I'm very, very sorry.
Hunter, it says, this is Clark.
I hope you guys can forgive us. Forgive
it
me
opens
personally.
And says, this is Clark,
and
Xander's
I hope
best
you all have
friend.
A fantastic rest
he
of your
says,
day.
I hope you'll remember
God
me.
Help us.
I wish I was there. He says, I'm here. And he says, I'm here because Xander is missing. Hunter, there's another 8-part series, and it starts with Xander missing. We can't pass that up. What will the people think? They'll be so sad. That was great. I loved it. I hope you all loved it too. Thank you. Bye.